A little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game. Time and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go in the regular season.
Take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now. Out of Fresno State, it's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
19 yards there on the catch and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Jackson. And the catch made here by Sharon Peake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. On first down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run it with Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They'll run it with Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is going to be Packer football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's right. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice.
Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Carr. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Carr. Got the connection here to Bourne. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Now a run with Montgomery. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Carr. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He completes it to Peak. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man here. It's Green. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They go play action now. Jackson buying time to his left. He gets it here to Pete. That one good for 26 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Floyd there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go.
Down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On second down now. It's Grant, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Floyd. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, now he'll pull it down. There he goes inside the 30. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you can just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon, now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Carr now on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On second down, Montgomery. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run on first down with Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah. Just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Carr now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Floyd. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the slack.
They go back to Grant. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with to panic, but that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run on first down. Grant. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Pete's got it over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Sharon Peak there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Carr, rush coming, and he's taken down. Now in the East Bay. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw is Rosen. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run it again with Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Flacco. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Michael Johnson marches in to sack him.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marvin Hall there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That time, a 9-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He completes it to Abdullah. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been there.
That's it. That's it. All right, baby. Hey. 51 to mine. Hey, here we go.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. This a screen to Abdullah. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Rosen now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rosen will throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen, that's into the hands of Reynolds. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now it's Rosen. Touchdown, Packers! Jordan Taylor there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Rewind. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's right. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
On second down, it's Grant. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Tight jaw, tight jaw.
To pass, Flacco. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one a victory for the Raiders. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.